Alright, here's part 1 of my new 30-day challenge to make progress on PitFight, my upcoming indie game. We're going to start off pretty simple today with a bug fix. I just changed all the skeletons in my game to use the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin instead of the Unreal Engine 5, and did an animation cleanup that broke a couple of things. Specifically, the trap skill on my archer class. It seems like it activates and it goes on cooldown, but clearly nothing happens. So let's check it out. Head into my classes, archer class, and open up our archer blueprint component. Now we just have to find where our logic is. Oh boy. Alright, so we find the right block, check the logic pretty fast, find the gameplay ability that activates it, check out the logic there since it looks good here. Now we just follow the logic here until we find the animation logic we were looking for. Here we go. Since we don't have the trap toss animation anymore, we're going to have to use another animation we have. I have this animation that I think would work well for laying traps, so I decided to use that. I found its location and made an animation montage so we could play that when we're laying the trap, then replace the trap toss in our animation logic. I also added a print string statement just to make sure that I could tell if the logic is firing correctly, so we go to test it out, and nothing happens. But we do see our print statement, so we know the logic is firing correctly. So I find the animation and make sure I'm using the right skeleton, since I have a ton that I don't use for some reason. Test it again, and nothing. Then I remember I forgot to tell it what slots to use, since I have custom slots for my animations. So I change it to our full body slot, go to our sequence and make sure we're using brute motion so our guy doesn't move while the animation is playing, and voila, the animation plays properly. But it seems pretty slow and the trap still isn't placed properly, so we have to fix that. So let's go to our archer class again, find our archer class blueprint, and then find the references to it to work our way backwards. Here we can find our trap laying logic. Granted, I probably should have just changed this to an animation notify, but this will have to do for now because it's how I have it set up. Cool, now we got the trap spawning. All we need to do is some cleanup around the animation speed, the velocity of the trap, and how fast the trap spawns. That's looking a lot better to me. If you watched this far, thanks for the support and stick around for the rest of the 30-day challenge to progress my game. Thanks nerds, follow for more.